said, I rise on a point of privilege in terms of Rule 68 G of the standing orders of this august House. My point of privilege, Honorable Speaker said, relates to the needs, duty and obligation of Parliament not only to uphold the Constitution as is demanded in Section 117 of the Constitution, but also the need and obligation of Parliament to also protect itself. Honorable Speaker, I'm deeply concerned with the continued arrest of esteemed members of Parliament. Today, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Charlton Bende, Honorable Member for Kuwadzana, was arrested at the Harare International Airport upon his arrival
Those guys get back all the time.
Honorable Speaker said, only on Saturday, the 2nd of March 2019, Honorable Joanna Mamobe, who also happens to be the youngest member of this August House. And not only is she young, Honorable Speaker, she's also a young woman who was arrested in Nyanga while attending parliamentary business. Since August of 2018, there are over 12 members of Parliament that have been arrested. And I'm going to read their names to you, Honorable Speaker. These include Honorable Sectoral, Honorable Mkapiko, Honorable Amos Chibaya, Honorable Godfrey Stole, Honorable Nat from Macedonia, Honorable Chimina, Honorable Senator Morgan Committee, and Honorable Tegainis. Honorable Speaker said, the state has a right to proceed against any individual in respect of which reasonable grounds of suspicion exist. But in Kasu, Honorable Speaker said, if you trace the thread of the charges brought up against these honorable members, the charges are clearly political. The charges are clearly tied up inextricably to the contested election of the 30th of July 2018. Honorable Speaker said, you are the leader of this August House. There is a duty on Parliament to protect the integrity of this honorable house. The integrity of this honorable house can only be manifest if the safety and security of honorable members is safeguarded and protected. Honorable Speaker said, half the members whom I have read out, Honorable Amos Chibai, Honorable Joanna Mamu, they are facing charges. They are facing charges, Honorable Speaker, of treason, of wanting, they are accused of wanting to subvert a constitutionally elected government. Honorable Speaker, even if we wanted to, we cannot do it. The charges are clearly frivolous and vexatious. They will not stand in the court of law. So our appeal, Honorable Speaker, is that there are privileges associated with Parliament, which are codified in the Parliamentary Privileges Act. There are privileges associated with Parliament, which are associated with the Section 117 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. The state cannot abuse the criminal justice system of Zimbabwe in order to cripple the effectiveness of Parliament by unjustified and unwarranted arrest of members of Parliament. Honorable Speaker, members of Parliament have got a duty, the duty that is defined in Section 117 and Section 119 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Those duties include, number one, the duty to ensure that the Constitution is protected, the duty to ensure that all laws that are brought by the executive pass constitutional test, hence the Parliamentary Legal Committee, the duty to ensure that all financial regulations and financial property exist as is demanded in terms of Section 298 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Mr. Speaker, it is very demeaning and unbecoming that an honorable member can be picked up from a seminar that this Augusta House has sent him or her to attend. Surely Parliament must protect its board. And I hear my colleagues on the other side shout, hey, Honorable Speaker, the unlawfulness and fascism is neutral. Today they are coming for us, tomorrow they will be coming for you. So we ask Honorable Speaker, there must be a method, Honorable Speaker. There must be a method, a formula in which honorable members can be summoned to appear before the courts of law. Surely phoning the chief whips, phoning the leaders of the respective chambers is sufficient. They are or approaching your esteemed self as the Speaker of Assembly. We are not saying that every members don't commit crimes. They do. But surely there must be a methodology that affords this House the respect and the decorum it is. So I submit, Honorable Speaker, that let's protect the institution of Parliament by protecting the key ingredient of Parliament, who are the honorable esteemed members. I thank you, Honorable.
I must thank Honorable DG for his point of privilege. Let me correct one misconception about Honorable Mamombe. Honorable Mamombe was not picked during the committee business. We had completed the business on our way to Harare. And the officers who came, they were very civil. They approached me and said they wanted Honorable Mamombe to present yourself and make a statement at the charge office. I took some some detail. One of them was leading that group and indicated to them that I did not want any harassment at all of the honorable member of Parliament. The honorable member is innocent until proven guilty, and the officers did admit to me that they will not in any way harm the honorable member. And I said, you can proceed. If they come during the committee business, and that on that score, they will not be allowed to touch there. In fact, she was not even touched. It was a verbal communication. Neither was she handcuffed at all. And subsequently, Honorable Vanessa phoned me, and I gave him the details of the officer. Indicated that it would be contacted, and Honorable Vanessa indicated that in fact it is law in order. We're looking for Honorable Mamonge, and the communication has taken place with the officer in charge. And I said, well, I hope procedure will be followed, and that Honorable Mamonge should not at any given time be harassed before. On the question of protecting members of Parliament, I think Honorable G put it extremely well. All of us are not above the law. We can be offenders if we committed an offense, and the due process of criminal procedure or civil procedure can be entertained accordingly. When members of Parliament are within the premises of Parliament, the Privileges Act is very clear. Nobody will touch them. Nobody will touch them. But when they are outside there, Parliament is not aware of the activities of any member of Parliament in terms of their public behavior outside Parliament. On that score, it may be very difficult to come in between the judiciary and the law enforcement agencies. If Honorable BT is appealing for some measure of how the arresting officers can or should approach members of Parliament who are suspected of some offense, then we need to tighten up our privileges committee. Sorry, our Privileges Act, so that it clearly states what Honorable BT says. So until we amend the Privileges Committee, there must be some degree of respect given honorable members when they are suspected of having committed a crime, that they are approached in a decent manner, a manner that does not enhance on their dignity. As you are all aware, our Constitution and our laws indicate that any suspected person of having committed a crime is innocent until proved guilty. So on that score, the approach to the honorable members should be with some measure of decency and some measure of respect of the status of the honorable members in society. So this is how I think we should approach the matter. If for example, Honorable Skala is suspected to have committed a crime, and the police are looking for him, and I hear that the police are looking for him, I cannot say police stop looking for Honorable Khan. I may be accused of obstruction because of justice. I think what Honorable Vicky is raising is the manner in which the Honorable Member yes, that is fundamental. Yes. But for Parliament or the Speaker to intervene when the law enforcement agencies are looking for someone who is a member of Parliament, I need to respect the separate arrangement that the three arms of state must act differently, respecting their roles as different organs. The separation of powers principle has got to be respected. And I must at the same time warn some members, including my friend Honorable Chairman, who made some statement against the Speaker. There are certain things you cannot just state publicly. This is what is done to respond to Honorable Tabita's letter. We can approach the issues in a manner which some people may call quiet diplomacy, to avoid being accused of obstructing the course of justice. One is going to be very careful about that. So, making statements that the Honorable Speaker didn't do anything about it is wrong. And I want to emphasize that what happened to Honorable Mombe, those who were there, she was treated, she was treated with dignity. And when she wanted to have a private conversation with me, she approached me and she told me her concerns and so on, and I indicated to her that if there's anything that should happen, let us know. We will deal with this question. What I wanted was a clean arrest so that if there's any harassment, I even indicated to the officer, you are going to put the government into a very ambiguous position in the process of re-engagement. We must be civil in our arrest. This is what I told the officer. And as very evening, Iowa, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Member Michelle Fuedu, the CFA, can themselves from also to honorable MPs who are also ministers. They must be approached with some sense of dignity and not arrest them as if they've been tried already and they've been found guilty. I don't think that is the way we should do it. So, I hear you, Honorable Vicky. Let's look at the Privileges Act and polish it up so that it is watertight and protect the dignity of
Thank you very much for indulging, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to also clarify as we move forward, because I believe that the statement made by Honorable Beauty and your response, and I want to begin by thanking you, Honorable Speaker, because want to confirm that I did phone you and you did give me very important information which enabled me to communicate with the officer concerned and also to pass the information to the legal practitioner whom I assigned to represent over the problem. However, I also want to add on some issues, Mr. Speaker, which I think will assist us as we move forward to avoid such situations in the future. In Council, Mr. Speaker, as I indicated to you on the phone, Honorable Mamombe, in this case,
nobody is a lawyer here.
I was saying in this case, Mr. Speaker, so for the benefit of all the other members in this case, Honorable Mamombe, through a legal practitioner, Mr. Jeremiah Bamu, communicated with law and order prior to her going to Nyanga, as a result of which arrangements have been made for Honorable Mamombe to attend at Harare Central Police Station law and order on Sunday, the 3rd of March. And this was a matter of concern to us, because we had a situation where the officer in charge had already received communication that Honorable Mamombe, in response to the information that the police wanted to interview, had already indicated that she was going to attend in the presence of a legal practitioner. And what concerned us now was that when she was then picked up in Nyanga, the officer in charge actually denied that they dispatched a team of officers from Harare Central Law and Order to go to Nyanga. In fact, they denied that the officer in question was from Law, which is a matter of concern for us. And I want to say, Mr. Speaker, about such a situation, in terms of the dignity to be avoided to honorable members of Parliament, and where such arrangements have been made, sure one would have expected that in that situation, they would have waited for the honorable member to surrender himself as arraigned. And only if the honorable member did not turn up on Sunday, the 3rd of March, they made other arrangements. And that is one of those aspects where we expect that officers, law enforcement agents, will actually afford that dignity to members of Parliament and allow them, give them an opportunity to cooperate with the police as they done in that case, which unfortunately they overtaken by events whereby Honorable Kamundu has been picked up. That is why I just wanted to ask.
Thank you for that information.
No, point of clarity, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my point of clarity needs the guidance of the chair. We want the chair to assist us on the definition in terms of how it is provided in our standing orders and rules of committee business. At what point does committee business start and end? Generally, the arrangement, Mr. Speaker said, is like this. You are given an itinerary that the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Defense, Home Affairs and Security Services is going to depart from Parliament building at 5 p.m. on the way to Mutare. From Mutare, we are going to travel to Mashingo, from Mashingo to Bulawayo, from Bulawayo to Harare, from Monday to Friday. How do we define committee time? Is it during the time when the committee is on session, or when I enjoy my immunity and privileges during the period when I am in conduct of parliamentary business? I think we need clarity there, Mr. Speaker, so that we don't, it doesn't become very ambiguous. At what time, Mr. Speaker, does our immunity and privilege collapse? Shingo on parliamentary business, does it suspend my immunity privilege? I want to ask
by the virtue of that question, admits that there is a gap or a lacuna in our provision. Perhaps, as I indicated, when we have made our standing orders and let that be defined in our standing orders so that it is clear when privileges can be exercised, including the illustration that we have indicated. So at the moment, there is a gap, and that gap Thank you. Right. I have this short announcement. Non-adverse certificate for statutory instruments presented during non-adverse certificate for the statutory instruments presented during the month of January 2019. I have to inform the House that the Parliamentary Legal Committee ordered this. The Parliamentary Legal Committee met on the 5th of March 2019 and that all statutory instruments that were presented during the month of January 2019. The committee is of the opinion that statutory instruments presented in the month of January are not in contravention of declaration of rights or any other provision of the Constitution of Second announcement. Non-adverse certificate for the statutory instrument presented during the month of February 2019. Honorable Biti and Honorable Chair and Honorable Minister Matilda, please don't talk about the divide. I have informed that the Parliamentary Legal Committee met on the 5th March 2019 and considered all statutory instruments that were presented during the month of February 2019. The committee is of the opinion that statutory instruments presented in the month of February are not in contravention of declaration of rights and any other provisions of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. Honorable Leader of Cabinet Business. No objection. The clerk will read the sixth order of the day. when this debate was adjourned on the 12th February 2019, election before the House, order. The question before the House was a motion by Honorable Kwaramba that the respective address be presented to the President of Zimbabwe as follows. May it please you, Your Excellency, President, we the members of Parliament of Zimbabwe desire to express our loyalty to Zimbabwe and beg leave to offer our respectful thanks for the speech which we have been pleased to address the Parliament. Is there any further debate? Is there any further debate?
Where are those guys going to council?
Honorable member?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I also add my voice to the motion raised by Honorable Kwaramba, and may I submit to you that this is my main speech. Mr. Speaker, may I start off by congratulating His Excellency, the President, Comrade P.T. Naga, for delivering an articulate one that is a overview of our people's problems and their solutions. Elections were held peacefully and through South constituency ushered in a new room in the new dispensation. We held multi-party peaceful march in Donga, that is Chachacha Business Center, which was made to propagate peace and reconciliation among the electorate before the election. This march grew us together as a family in line with the President's party of peace and tolerance before, during, and after the uprising election. It is a great honor to present under the highly capable and focused leader like His Excellency Comrade I gave the invitation to carry out this mandate with due diligence and loyalty as His Excellency his address, and I quote it. We said our people's hopes, dreams and aspirations, and a great deal of trust and each one of us was lost. This creates trust in a free environment which builds confidence that creates an investor conducive environment for business. The shrinkage in the economy has seen many people in the past lose jobs, companies, folding, graduates, selling corners. Breakdown in the government using force, even when starting to be active because of fiscal space, which does not allow further. Mr. Speaker said, we all to digest from expansion SIA policy that increase government spending and reduce revenue, and adopt contractional policies that reduce the existing surplus. In my constituency, I wish to adopt a rapid improve socio-economic standards for the electorate, and our challenges however lie ahead in our quest to develop our constituency. But we strive to test with determination, we will say no. Roads are mediocre states and need regular maintenance. The third road from Donga to Chile, that is Madama, needs resealing and resurfacing. That's the road also need rehabilitation. Lately, I have contributed immensely and would like to propose an alternative road that bypasses Koterekwa, linking Beru and intercepting the Shaba South Road, more or less at their borderline near Rudepe Bridge, and a couple of the road will be created at the constituent side added. Two projects, namely Matebele South and the Midland, and many other constituents, for example, the Shavane Rudepe, the South, the North, where Bungu district are some of the constituents that will benefit and that will be linked by the bypass road. Feeder roads will also be necessary to enhance connectivity of what 21 areas like Infotainment, Kashambe, Jaukwe, and Joseph. Business service centers like Trackers Inn can be constructed along the highways, thereby creating employment. Looking at the location of Shuruk on the map, it is only prudent to recognize and transform it into an industrial and transportation hub to enhance commercial activity. Between Shurugu and Bedford, we have about 362 kilometers. Shurugu to Harare is about 350 kilometers. Shurugu to Plumtree is about 296 kilometers. Shurugu to Tare is about 291 kilometers. And Shurugu to Chirugu is about 529 kilometers. Shurugu South is easily accessible to Mashungo, Buma, Beru, Bulawayo, etc. It is convenient to facilitate trade as it is in the central position of the country. A good rail and road network will give Shurugu South and the nation at large significant value. In the same breath, industrialization lies at the heart of our vision of becoming an upper middle class economy by 2030. My constituency is rich in minerals such as gold, platinum, palladium, chrome, to name but a few. If all these minerals are fully exploited, two of our country's problems, namely unemployment and foreign currency shortages, will be solved. Mines like Masco, Ungi, Toda, Mine, Falcon, etc. can help contribute to the industrialization and the reindustrialization of Europe. This will create new factories that produce consumables, accessories, and equipment, hence capacitating new residents and operational maintenance and practical level that creating a competitive market for local communities, emancipating them, while at the same time establishing and creating a long-term solid economy. I have witnessed a number of artisanal miners from the constituency jostling to legitimize their operation, and some reach out for partnership. Entrepreneurship is therefore put into the trust as there is excellent vision for economic development. In my 5-year tenure in office as Member of Parliament, I have a target of seeing at least 10,000 people empowered through various vocational training skills. This, in my humble opinion, will set in motion this excellent vision to become middle-income economy by 2030. Personally, I encourage a working group entrepreneurship that moves people together, thereby having a certain portion of share capital allocation to individuals. Companies should subscribe to international standards like ISO and be professionally run to attract foreign capital injection. This will enable them to penetrate export markets in the region, at the same time generating foreign currency. It heads off to His Excellency the President, Comrade Titi Mnangagwa, for including the tourism sector in the SONA, in the State of the Nation address. At the moment, tourism is crucial in mitigating the foreign currency shortage obtained in the country. In support of His Excellency, I would like to submit that we should embrace and promote domestic tourism. This can only be enhanced by creating more tourist attraction centers. In this regard, people of Shinook are hoping that its scenic views can be added to the list. We have mountains and a mini Disney World that overwhelmed with Shinook's proximity to Zimbabwe can be developed. This could be, in actual fact, the best tourism adventure experience in Zimbabwe. This idea, Mr. Speaker said, is a bearing on the aspect of job creation as many hotels, lodges, motels, restaurants, and other recreational amenities will be developed in the process. In the same breath, let me hasten to express profound gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency and the former Minister of Sports, Arts, and Culture, Honorable Kasemekase, for according the people of Shinook South a sports and recreation facility and Donga Business Center. As I speak, to demonstrate the level of seriousness that His Excellency has given to this initiative, $250,000 has been disbursed and work is currently underway to clear the area for construction. May I also be quick to make a gentle appeal to the Honorable S.D. Coventry, the current Minister of Sports, Arts and Recreation, to give this project impetus and upgrade the facility into a national facility. The size of our very own national sports stadium for the land. There is enough land in Donga to develop not only a state-of-the-art stadium, but multiple hotels with one residence, the renowned rainbow towers or much bigger. If all this comes into fruition, Mr. Speaker, Zimbabwe will have the extra reason to endeavor to host international games. To complement these youth centers and recreational parks will augment the giant structure. As far as accessibility is concerned, there is an airstrip adjacent to the stadium. Moreover, Gravestoneum areas within reasonable distance and both can be upgraded and modernized. Mr. Speaker said, the President has pointed out agriculture as one of our key sectors, but this has been affected by a number of issues, chief among them climate change, which has resulted in drought, flood, etc. This in turn affects people's lives. It was not an accident by His Excellency to house the Department of Climate under Agriculture Ministry. As a country, we need to seriously look at the climate change mitigation strategies as we focus towards agricultural activities. While donor funds have come to assist these days, we need to promote long-term mitigation measures in Rome in the private sector to play their part in international level. We welcome the forest amendment US stated by His Excellency in our State of the Nation address. This should greatly improve the sustainable management of our forest, which may end the country revenue through setting up carbon-related schemes, thereby uplifting livelihood for communities living adjacent to the forest. Agriculture is the mainstay of our economy. Small grains and drought-resistant crops are encouraged in many farming regions, unlike in previous years when it was only for farming regions 4 and 5. The south is prone to drought. However, some farmers in 120 and 121 have requested for stand-alone grain facilities due to their high yields over the years. It's impressive to see subsistence Field days were also held in various schools originated who offered these clubs. Among the clubs such as Flowers, Exercise, and including chemical and wheelbarrow. Open forum meetings will be held with residential issues will be addressed according to what priorities. We are encouraging uptake this project and where possible funding project which includes figures related to husband and aviary with the aid of developmental partners. We are currently considering formation of a rural service club to empower women and youth actually South. Coupling of resources will enable local investment in project ownership. The external funding and partners will be engaged on a non-partner and non-political assistance. This will augment development in the constituency. In Shuru, the South constituency, we have contributed to the servicing of the host of clinics, not a medical, Amatenga, groceries, and also providing roofing material and electrical accessories to some of these clinics. For example, Matamba and Musike. However, what 8 and 11, there's no clinics at all, then this is my priority during my 5-year stay of office to facilitate the construction of them. I have facilitated the funding of 2 medical outreach programs and supplies pharmaceuticals to all clinics in my constituency. Nonetheless, Samawate Rural District Hospital, which is central in the constituency, a resident doctor, diagnostic and urgent theatre equipment to undertake surgical operations is given. That was not enough rules. The mortuary in Samawate Hospital is out of service, forcing residents to take their deceased and preserve them in a traditional way on send home. My plea to the Minister of Health is that may this hospital be properly updated and well equipped. The government is imperative and should incorporate the state that enter to the facility. That being said, accommodation for all medical staff needs upgrading and rehabilitating and all your players. My constituents. In total, we have 24 health facilities in the constituency. 24 none are ready to but most that so I'm kind of asking the Minister of Health to facilitate the opening of this newly built clinical camp. What is paternity is completed and the staff of the it is not yet ready that there is no effect. The Minister of Health can activate clinic open immediately. Electrification of clinics, shops and villages will be prioritized for 2017. Company will be formed to help in the implementation of projects or rehabilitation in cities priority like yet 40% of the existing and old roads so far been attended, but our major challenge is lack of spare parts and transport. It is imperative to know that all them demand constituent rehabilitation, especially the field, due to massive disputation over the years. That being said, resettlement ones like 2021-23 more than 35 bridges cumulative. Some like the Shepherds Bridge in Dosemia was 21 required technical expertise and huge capital outlay. Thus, we will raise in order to move our capacity to contract all the Bombo Creek, Never County High School, currently undergoing construction. We contemplate longer